Okay, Julissa, thank you very much. The coronavirus pandemic has changed almost everything in our lives, including now changing the way we live, or at least where we want to live. Skylar Olsen is an economist with Zillow. She's joining us live now to break down how the coronavirus pandemic has changed, apparently, our taste in homes. Skylar, explain what you guys have found.
Absolutely. We surveyed many of our builder partners to try and figure out how they were approaching the future of home design in light of the changes to the coronavirus pandemic. I think a lot of us has already kind of inferred that, it's, a world in which, the open layout, good for cocktail parties, possibly not good for conference calls, will start fading away in favor of a dedicated home office. But other interesting insights or, design changes is a greater availability of, say, ensuite bathrooms or double masters, right? And it's not just wanting greater privacy. Remember, the other thing that's happening in this environment is a bunch of adult children moved home, 2.2 million. And they need that kind of special privacy, but also ways to separate and stay clean.
When you look at the different housing markets across the country, I would imagine that things are being affected differently. What are you finding about where's hot, where's cold right now, and where does Sacramento fall in all of that?
Yeah, well, Sacramento is pretty hot. We recently ran a study looking at how long it's taking homes to go from their first listing into pending, for example. In Sacramento, it only takes 13 days for that home to be snatched up by a potential buyer. That is 2 days shorter than last year, and kind of really towards as fast, or rather as short as it's ever taken. So Sacramento is, among the list of metros where housing is surprisingly competitive still, where we've seen buyers return much faster than seller inventory.
What's going on? Because the prices aren't going down either. And I think the average person would look at the economy right now and think, well, prices have to go down. What is happening right now in the housing market?
Yeah, absolutely. And that intuition is really coming from thinking about this as, as economists say, a demand shock, right? Consumers have pulled back. So surely prices would fall and, sales activity would fall as well. But the thing is that sellers responded too and pulled back their inventory. Now, we've seen buyers come back much more quickly. Those low interest rates are incredibly appealing in order to lock that in over the long term. And we also had previous home shopping seasons, like in Sacramento, where buyers were very frustrated with the lack of inventory then, so they persevere in this environment. Sellers, majority of sellers have to be buyers and sellers at the same time. That is a doubly difficult proposition in this environment. And so we haven't really seen the seller activity increase quite as much as that buyer increase has happened. So if supply is not returning, then when the buyers show up, there's less available homes. That props up prices. So we're not seeing the deals that I think maybe some of those buyers were expecting to find.
That is very interesting. Skylar Olsen, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me.